Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So you all, we are winding down the Level Up 2024 mini series. So I have been doing this series to kick off 2024 because just in case this is your first video you're seeing of this series, I just thought it would be fun to, if that is a goal of yours, to improve your fragrance game, your fragrance mist, your hygiene, your routine in general. I just thought it would be fun to share with you all my tips and products that I think will help you level up, your self-care routine. We can say that because, like I've said in all these videos, we all have goals. We all have things we want to improve upon. And I just thought it would be fun to talk about, what my channel is about and channel it to helping kick off the new year with a good selection, variety of products, just to, pamper yourself and help you feel the best you when it comes to these type of things. We're not going into, health and all of that because I'm not a doctor. But I can talk about these topics, and I thought it would be a nice series. So today's episode is how to smell good all day and get compliments, honey. So the first item I have down to help me remember what I want to say to you all is laundry. So I've always been a big proponent of having your laundry smell good, but I recently just started using the scented fabric softeners. If you get you a set, like this is the Downy Infusions Bliss Sparkling Amber and Rose, and I will use this fabric softener, the scent booster beads, and I also bought the matching dryer sheets. I find that when you put effort into making your laundry smell divine, it cannot hurt your routine at all. The only thing it can and will do is boost your fragrance routine, your hygiene routine. Because to me, your laundry is part of your hygiene. If you did all this work on your body and your scent, and then you put on clothes that don't, scentless is fine, because I know my nieces and my sister-in-law, they have eczema. They can't use anything like that. If you can't, that's different. But at least have your clothes have no scent. At least don't be smelling like day old shirt, the sweat been on it. Your clothes don't smell clean, because then no matter what work you put into yourself, you still not gonna smell good because your clothes not smelling good. So and I also remember, I think I told you all this in one of my mini videos, that at one school I worked at, the gym teacher always smelled strongly of laundry. You know how, and I mean good smelling laundry. You know how when someone walks into the room and if they have on a strong perfume, the sillage, the scent trail, it envelops the room. Well, that's what she would do. She would envelop my office. She would envelop the front office. She would envelop everywhere she went, and it would just smell like laundry. And she would receive compliments on how good she smelled. So hence, get you some good laundry detergent. Also, that really helps. But these additives, especially the fabric softener and the scent boosters. Now, these to me weren't that strong, but the ones I'm using now, I can smell and I do see a difference. So just make sure, if you don't have sensitive skin, if it won't irritate your skin, get you some good strong smelling laundry detergent, fabric softener, scent boosters, dryer sheets. I also use the laundry disinfectant. I want my stuff as clean as possible and smelling the best it can. So that's my first tip. Because if your clothes smell good and then you're going to be good smelling, and then you have the add-on of your clothes smelling good plus what you spray on your clothes, it just all works together, you all. It really, really does. Okay, the next tip I have is your shower routine. How in the world, if you, it's this thing going on, don't wash your legs. I know some people they believe you don't have to wash your legs. I'm not going to get into that debate. I'm just telling you what works for me. When I want to have the time, the energy, and I want to be smelling, I want to be the best smelling person ever, this is what I do in the shower. I start with a bar of soap, because I notice when I do what I'm about to tell you all, it just amps up everything. So you start with a bar of soap, and you either use a towel, or you would use an exfoliating towel, exfoliating glove, something. And you really clean your body with the bar of soap, okay? Then I go in with a body wash. And this is just what I'm using as an example. I go in with the body wash, and then I will top it off with with my routine of the fun, good smelling one that will go with my routine. So I'm going to share with you my routine today because I mentioned it in the previous video, and I knew I didn't share it then because I knew I was going to share it in this video. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it above. Check it out. What I use in the shower today, because I forgot to get the body washes, is the Suave Milk and Honey body wash, and then the Bath and Body Works Christmas Cookies body wash. Okay, so you start off with that in the shower. If it's time to exfoliate your skin, get you one of the exfoliators I mentioned in that video. Exfoliate your skin, do all the things. If you want to use a shower oil, if you want to, now I didn't do all that today because I didn't have time because I was running late. But if you want, I usually do. But I did use an in-shower moisturizer, which I forgot to bring, and I'm using the OGX coffee lotion as my in-shower lotion. So it's just things to do in the shower. You're layering those fragrances in the shower too. Now, will they last all day? Some people say they can just use certain products like that and it lasts all day. That is never, well, I'm not gonna lie, I have never experienced that because I have never done something like that where that's all I do all day is just use a body wash or some soap, and I don't lotion, I don't do anything else. So I can't say if it will work. But in my experience, when I do all of this, I can get out of the shower, smell my skin before putting on anything outside of the shower, and my skin is fragrant and smells nice. So I know it will do that. Now, if it would last all day, I am not going to say that because I personally don't believe it. But it would last for me all day. But like I said, some people say it does, and I wish I had that experience, but I do not. But I will say again, when I get out of the shower doing all of these steps I'm telling you all, I smell my skin, it smells good. Okay, I also have down here hair products. Now, I didn't bring any hair products because, we all have different hair. But my main thing was have your hair smelling good. So your shampoo and conditioner, make sure it's a good smelling shampoo and conditioner, and you're really washing your hair. Once you use your styling products, if it's a product I have to leave in my hair that I know people will smell, it is very important to me how the product smells. Now, if I'm going to wash it out, because I told you all, I believe in my December empties video. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it above. Check it out. I had a protein treatment. It did not smell good at all, but I rinsed it out. So, okay, I'll deal with the scent because it's so good. But things that I like, oils and sprays and anything that I know will linger in my hair, my styling products, I make sure they smell good because there's so many options now. I don't have to go with something that does not smell good to me. So I highly recommend I have been getting compliments on the way my hair smells, and it was from the shampoo and conditioner. And I'm using like Not Your Mother's it's a coconut shampoo, and it's they messed up my pickup order at Ulta, and the shampoo doesn't match the conditioner, but they kind of go together, and they're the conditioner is very strong. It's a coconut one. And I was in my brother's car, and he has a sports car. So he was like, "Oh my goodness, is that your hair that's smelling like that?" Because I said, "What does it smell like?" And he described it. I said, "Yeah, that's my hair." So get you some good, strong smelling, good smelling hair products. Your serums, your whatever you use for your hair, make sure it smells good, especially if you're not rinsing it out, because you want to smell good. I do, and I'm sure you do, from the top of your head to the tip of my toenails. I want to smell good. I just feel like everyone should smell good, but I just feel like for women, we need to be smelling good. I'm sorry. I know. Well, I'm not gonna get into that, but in my opinion, I'm gonna say that in my opinion, as a woman, I don't ever want to have the reputation, which I have known some who do, that you don't smell good. That is not a good feeling for anyone, but to me, especially as a woman, you know? So that's what I have to say about hair. Okay? Now, the next thing I have down is when I get out of the shower, my routine. So, when I usually get out of the shower, well, it's not usually, this is what I do. When I get ready to do my body routine, because before I do that, I do my skincare. But when it gets time to do my body, I take whatever fragrance mist I'm using. Right now, it is the Lemon Drop Martini from Bath & Body Works. And this is where you can see where I am. And someone asked me how many times I spray a fragrance mist. Well, I was trying to count. And I know it's over 100 each time I use it. So let me explain. You get your fragrance mist. This is what I do. And before I go on, this is what I use today. So I'm sharing with you the layering routine. They got me compliments yesterday, compliments today. It's the same one. So I spray myself down with the fragrance mist one. Arms, legs, chest, stomach, all that. Okay? Then I put the fragrance mist down, okay? Then I pick up the moisturizer. I ran out of the lotion, the matching lotion, so I started using the Warm Vanilla Sugar Body Butter. So I take my moisturizer, I lather myself down. I do not say, "Oh, let me get a dot and let me rub it all over my arm." No, I get a good amount, because I want for number one, I want my skin to be really moisturized, feel really soft, and have a nice glow. I don't skip on my products. Number one, I don't need to because I have so many. So I just don't. So if you want, to me, and what I've noticed, how I use my products, that's the way to have your scent last. Because I have people, I don't work in the front office, okay? I have my own office. And when I'm in the front office, like someone came in today and says, "Oh, it smells so good in here." All my coworkers said, "Oh, well, that's Shaughnessy. She always has up here smelling good." And it's not overwhelming, because I said, "Is it too much?" Because I don't want to knock people out. I don't want to offend people. But it just leaves a nice sillage. It's not one that will take you out. But they say you just leave a nice scent trail wherever you go. So back to the moisturizer. I use a good amount. Like today was the first day, my first time using this, and you can see I use a good amount. So I do that, and then I take my fragrance mist again, and I spray arms, legs, chest, stomach, everywhere. Spray down again. So then I will use whatever body oil I want to use. With this routine, I have been using the Dawkins Aroma Caramel Glacé body oil. So I take the body oil, a good amount, I rub it all in from my arms, chest, stomach, everywhere. I rub the body oil in. So after that, I will take the fragrance mist again. Now I have been topping this off to sweeten this up some. I really like layering. At first I was doing it with Christmas cookies, and then I found this travel spray of Mary cookies, so I've been using Mary cookies. So this was the last layer of my fragrance mist on my body. So after that, then I usually will go and put on deodorant. Now, I mentioned in that previous video that I already linked above that I like to match my deodorants with my routine, whatever I'm doing. So then I went in with the vanilla deodorant from, from Secret. Love this, smells so good, worked perfectly with this routine. Then I will spray my nether regions with this just for added protection. It doesn't irritate me or anything. And then I will get my underwear and I will spray it. Well, this is the Vagisil Odor Block Dry Wash Spray. Then I'll go in with the Honey Pot Sensitive Spray, spray my underwear down, and then I will also spray the crotch and behind area of what if I'm wearing pants, because that's added protection too. Then I will go in on the outside. I will sprinkle some of the Vagisil Odor Block on my underwear. Also added protection, can't hurt, doesn't irritate me. Then under my breast, because if you are, especially if you are a full figured woman or you have larger breasts, you sweat underneath there and it does not smell good. So I use the Mega Babe Bust Dust Anti-Boob Sweat Powder. Use that also. Sometimes I will just dust baby powder. But I do something because I don't want that. I don't want that odor. I don't want that sour, stale odor. So I use this, and that keeps me smelling good all day. Okay, so that's the base of the routine. That is what I do. And some people are like, that's a lot. Well, I do it every day, and I don't feel like it's a lot because you get into a routine. And if you want to level up, if you want to improve, people are like, I don't get compliments. Well, okay. Fragrance mist. I have seen some people spray a fragrance mist like a perfume. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm thinking, what? Because with a fragrance mist, usually there are some that are very potent, okay? But even with the potent ones, I don't spray them like a perfume. I spray them all over because they don't last. They don't tend to last like a perfume. They don't perform. They don't tend to perform like a perfume. So if you just someone who wants to only wear fragrance mists, I suggest you spray, honey, and spray heavily, because that's what I do. And I have never, and I told you I've never had anyone tell me I am overwhelming when it comes to my fragrance, because I don't want that. Do I want you to smell it? Yes. Do I want it to suffocate you? No. And that's what I ask people. Is it suffocating? Is it too much? And I've never had anyone say yes. And I'm like, be honest, I want to know. Never had anyone tell me yes. So if you have a fragrance mist, please spray it. Just spray it, okay? Now on to, well, let's do this. This is also what I use. This is Sugar Milk Co. Lemon Cakes Perfume Oil. So with this oil, it's different ways you can use it. You can mix it in with your moisturizer, put it all over your body. You can do it on your pulse points or different parts of your body. I tend to use this one on my pulse points, behind my ears, behind my neck, different places like that, and it works wonderful. I can even smell this too. Then you go in with your fragrance. So today I started out with the soft perfume from Al Rehab, and I remember when I first got this, I was like, I'm not loving it, but I did spray it, let it sit like you have to do with some perfumes, but especially Middle Eastern perfumes, and now I love it. So okay, the way I spray, I will spray my outer thigh once, by my knee once and down by my ankle once. And then I will spray the inside of my thigh once. Just, you know, so it's like 6 sprays per leg. That's what I do with my fragrance, because you're wearing pants, it's cool outside, and you know, it's not like, I feel like it's a barrier where it won't be too much. So I start out with that, and then I will spray 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 sprays on one arm. Okay? Because again, I'm covered up. So, you know, it's not going to be too much, especially during this time of year. And then I will go behind my ears. Well, I didn't use this behind my ears. So let's just start with, that's what I did for my first perfume. Love it. Then I top that off with Valentino Donna Born in Roma Yellow Dreams. So I did 6 sprays on each leg, on top of this or kind of beside it, depending on how you want to layer it. And then I sprayed my arm the exact same way with this perfume. So these 2 perfumes were the fragrances I used on my body. Okay? But I wanted a different scent at the top that I would be smelling. So I went in with Dawkins Aroma Caramel Glacé, and this is their version of Lyra. So I take this and I do 1, 2, 3, 4. While I was filming, I got done, got up, and noted, and my phone said, "You are out of storage." So I have to try to remember. And you know how I was like, oh, this is sounding good, and then I have to refilm. So if I'm not the same energy, if I'm not at the same level sitting here, that's why. Because I'm highly annoyed. But we're going to keep it going. So I believe the video stopped recording when it got to Dawkins Aroma Caramel Glacé, telling you how I sprayed. So I start off with 1 spray behind each ear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 right here. I don't ever spray my neck because my neck is sensitive. And then 1 spray down the cleavage area. So if this is light, so I will go fix my hair and everything, and then I'll come back, since this is a lighter fragrance, and I will repeat it again to layer it up. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't know if at the point where I was talking, if this got cut out. So if this is in here twice, I'm sorry. But I do spray my clothes down with my fragrance mist heavily. Each piece of clothing, I will spray my pants down. I sprayed the shirt down. I sprayed this top I'm wearing over it. I spray all of it down heavily with the fragrance mist. And then to end it, I will go in with my perfumes of choice. I don't spray my perfumes heavily on my clothes as my fragrance mist because I don't want it to be too much. So I will spray lightly, like just like this, not even close, and then a little bit on the back. I went in with this today, the Al Rehab Soft, and then I went on top with Valentina Donna Born in Roma Yellow Dream, if I hope that's the right name. And then I spray lightly with that, and then I'm done. That is what I do in my routine. And I also wanted to mention with hair, I didn't bring the hair perfume. If you like a hair perfume, I like to use one. My favorite is the Jisoo Honey. Also, dry shampoos. I love the ones from Bath and Body Works because to me they're like basically perfume for your hair also. And you know, they're different fragrance mists that they say they're hair and body mist, but my favorite is the Jisoo Honey perfume. I received compliments while people smelling my hair with that in it. So I think I also showed you what I had on my lips because that's been requested. So I have on my lips the NYX Mahogany Lip Pencil. And this gloss I'm absolutely loving. This is the Sephora 07 Outrageous Lip Gloss. I love this gloss. This is the one that was said in some shorts video that it's the perfect color pink of a bunny's tongue. And I am really, I just recently said some of the Sephora glosses, the formulation wasn't the great. It's still not my favorite formulation, but it's something about when this gloss settles, I really like the way they tend to look on my lips. So I can see myself getting more of the Sephora glosses, not right now, not anytime soon, but I can if it's a color that really catches my eye, because I do really like the way they look on my lips. So those are my tips to level up your routine, to smell good and get compliments. But I do want to say this disclaimer while I'm thinking about it. I don't say this often on my channel, but recently I read a comment and I felt like it was disrespectful. And I am very big on respect, period. Real life, social media, I don't care. I try my best to be respectful when I am filming. I try to be like I said, try my best to be respectful in real life, and I expect the same. I will not tolerate it. I don't put up with it, and I'm not going to. And I'm not going to go back and forth with people in the comments about some fragrance and some deodorant when we all have real life problems, real life issues that we have to deal with. That I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you really think I'm going to sit up here and debate and argue with you about trivial matters? I'm not the one. So I said that to say this. My routine, if you don't approve of it, if you think this is too much, or if I'm being wasteful, let me stop you there. I don't want to hear it, respectfully, because I paid for every single thing on this desk that I've talked to you about. And I have the right, as long as I'm not harming anyone, to use my products that I paid my hard-earned money for the way I want to. Okay? So before anyone has anything to say to me about what I do with my products that I bought, respectfully, especially if you're not respectful, don't even waste the time. Because again, I can only share with you what I do that's worked for me. I mean, I've curated and changed things, but I've always had the reputation everywhere I've been of the girl that smells good. I've always had that reputation. I take pride in that reputation. And so I wanted to show you all what I did, even though I've done this before, but just to show you updated for this series, because it's been requested, because I have newer people that subscribed, to level up and get you compliments, and not even compliments, but to have you feeling the best you can feel when it comes to, do you know how much confidence it can give you to know you smell good? Because I have been with women that have the reputation of not smelling good. And as a woman, I don't ever want that. That is not a good feeling. It's not. So this is what I do. And I wanted to share it with you. And I put that disclaimer in there because I don't go back and forth with people about trivial matters. I don't. This is a place, because I'm one, you never know what's going on in someone's life. I'm sitting here, I'm filming, I'm having fun with you all, I'm talking, and then I have an issue going on in my real life right now that I'm choosing not to share because it involves someone else. And it's stressful. But I just said I push through, because I never want to be the YouTuber that disappears, because that's happened to me. And I'm like, my goodness, I know things happen, but can you say a goodbye video? Can you do something? So I never want to just fall off and not not produce or, give you all something, because you all are the ones who are helping me to build, our little channel, my channel over here in our little community where we have quite a bit of fun and talking. So I just want to just reiterate, I don't tolerate disrespect ever, because I don't give it. So if I'm not being disrespectful to you, there's no reason in the world that should make you think you have the right to be disrespectful to me. And that's how I feel. And I just wanted to reiterate that, because over here on SimplyShaughnessy's channel, we're about respect. Because so many people today feel like they can say what they want to say, how they want to say it, and just they think they have the right. And no, not over here. And some people might be like, well, you're supposed to have a thick skin because you put yourself out there. And I do. You're not going to make me get upset and cry about some doggone mist and perfume. But I'm not going to let you add to my stress, because I have real life that I have to deal with, that you all have to deal with. So no, I'm not going to allow anyone to add to my stress by being disrespectful. And I also want to say, nor will I go back and forth ever with anyone about fragrance. Ever. That baffles my mind. That comment that someone left, and it's gone because they're blocked. It baffled my mind that you could set your mouth and think it's okay to do that, to say that. And remember, when we're texting, when we're typing, there's no inflection. No one can hear your tone. No one can know, how you feel. So I'm extra careful. In business, I have to email all day long with my job. I'm very careful about how I phrase what I'm saying, because I do know that you don't know what people, if they're joking or not. But this particular comment, and it's not often that I get comments like that I've blocked people, because it takes a certain level of disrespect where I will be like, you don't get another chance with me. And that one didn't. So I just want to say again, to bring it all together, I wanted to say that disclaimer, that if you have a problem with how I'm doing my routine, respectfully, I'm just going to say, let's agree to disagree. Okay? Because all I can do is share with you what has worked for me, that has helped me feel good and confident about myself, knowing that I smell the best I can smell and get compliments. And again, with the compliments, this is funny. Some people don't care about compliments. I'm not going to say I don't care, but you see my routine. You see the work I put in. So I'm not going to say I don't like compliments. My favorite compliment ever. I get compliments on different aspects, but my favorite compliment is, you smell good. Because that's not a compliment you hear people give out a lot. That's not just, you look pretty. I like your shirt. Oh, your hair. But the you smell good is not a compliment that's just given out all the time. And so it's a compliment. That's my favorite compliment. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend I don't like the compliments. Now, do I do all of this to get compliments? No, I do all this to help me feel good about myself. But the compliments don't hurt. And also, this is what I'm sharing with you all to level up. If you want to level up and your routine to make yourself feel confident and to get compliments also, there's nothing wrong with that. And just pick and choose what you feel comfortable doing from what I'm sharing with you. So if you all enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below and tell me give me your number. Well, just give me it has to be a number. Share with me your favorite tips that you use when in your routine that you think levels it up and makes you smell the best you can smell. We would love to know, because there's always more new to learn. So please leave it down below. Please share this video with everyone, y'all, because we're trying to keep it growing in 2024. And please don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you don't ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.